What's up, YouTube? NBA Jerry here. Some great games on the slate last night. The Wizards beat the Bulls. Wizards at home, and John Wall, man, this guy is a hell of a player. I think he's a little bit overlooked, despite the fact that he's a #1 draft pick and he's, an unbelievable talent. He gets overlooked, man, just for the simple fact he's been hurt a lot this year, missed a lot of games, and also he plays for the Wizards. If they get some players around him, man, they're going to be a pretty good team to deal with, because this guy is definitely a franchise player. But it was a pretty good game by the Bulls, but they just could not overcome John Wall, man. That dude is a great player. Then you had the doubleheader, the Knicks and the Lakers. The Knicks, played a great game defensively and offensively. Carmelo Anthony went off. Of course they won without the leader, the Heat's leader, LeBron James, and then the sidekick, Dwayne Wade. And I'm going to get into that in a minute. Carmelo's game is ridiculous, man. His offensive skills are unbelievable. I don't think I've ever seen a player score 50 points and didn't make a layup or didn't make a basket inside the paint. I don't think I've ever seen that, man. And this dude was on fire. He wasn't hitting no rim. He was hitting nothing but nets. But of course he's going to do that without LeBron James in the game. If LeBron was there, that wouldn't have happened. We all know that. But of course, LeBron James and Dwayne Wade didn't play, and it was a great game by the Heat too. They played good, but Chris Bosh, he's not a leader, so he couldn't get it done. And Mike Miller and all those guys played good, but hey, they're a good, really, really good team. But without the franchise player LeBron James, they're just not going to get it done. The Lakers game, the halftime, ceremonies for Shaq was bittersweet for me, because I love Shaq, man. I think he's one of the greatest players ever. He's the most dominant center that I've ever seen. He's not the best center I've ever seen. The best center I've ever seen was Akeem Olajuwon. I caught Kareem at the end of his career, and I know Kareem is one of the greatest, if not the greatest center. But Shaquille O'Neal is definitely the most dominant center I've ever seen, man. And for him to get his number retired in LA, it's about time, to be honest with you. They should have did this a few years back. But just to see everybody there, Phil Jackson, the Bus family, and all these different storylines and stuff like that, man. A lot of things going on. But hey, they got it done. They were professional about it, so that was cool. It was good to see everybody there. And then Kobe Bryant, man. This dude, I'm sorry, man, but I've never seen a player in his 17th season play like this at the wing position or the guard position. This guy, how people are sometimes they're just born to do something. This guy was born to play basketball, man. And this guy is an unbelievable talent. And I've said this once and I'll say it again. Kobe Bryant will lead he will take over the all-time scoring record for Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, just for the simple fact of he wants to do it. Now, he might not do it until his 22nd season or something like that. I don't know what it is, but he's still going to play. As long as Dwight Howard's there and all those guys to help carry the load, and he doesn't have to, exert so much energy doing everything all the time, I think he's going to surpass it. So we'll see. But great game by the Lakers. They got 7 games left. They're tied right now with Utah. Actually, Utah's in the lead for the 8th and final spot in the playoffs. I definitely think the Lakers are going to get it for a few reasons. The Lakers have 7 games, like I said, left, and the Utah Jazz have 7 games left. Now, you can look at the schedule and see for yourself. But I don't care what happens. The NBA is not going to let the Lakers not make the playoffs. I'm sorry, there is way too much money on the line to let the Utah boring Jazz into the playoffs versus the LA Lakers. Even if the LA Lakers only get there and play 4 games in the playoffs, that's still a lot of money for the NBA and the Lakers. So I just don't see, because if the Thunder or the Spurs make the first spot, number 1 seed. Let's just say it's the Spurs get the number 1 seed against the Utah Jazz, and this is no disrespect to the Spurs, but who's going to watch that? Besides the Utah Jazz fans and the hardcore NBA fans, who's really going to watch the Jazz and the Spurs? Now, if it's the Spurs and the Lakers, which it will be, a lot of people are going to watch. So there's a lot of money on the line, and I definitely think the LA Lakers will make the playoffs. You mark my words, they'll make the playoffs. Now, let me talk about my friend here. Now, first of all, let me say this. You guys know I'm in college, and I'm taking a business law class. And in that class, I have a project that I have to do. You know, it's basically I have to go to court and you know, have to do a court proceeding or whatever and look at it and then write a paper on it. So I went to court yesterday. You know how they say, do you promise to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? So help you God. You know, I wish my friend was there because he needs to take some of that advice because he don't do it. Okay. Now I'm not gonna make fun of him and call him names and, you know, because some people have called him the lie 683, and I'm not gonna say the man's a liar because he's not. But what I will say is he doesn't tell the whole truth and nothing but the truth. He'll tell you half the truth. So you know his username. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna call this man, since he called me LeJerry Scottie Pippen James, which was kind of funny. I'm gonna call him the half truth 341.5. I'm going to let that sink in for a minute. Now, I watched this video, and it was funny. I was laughing. You know, he was loud and screaming and going off on me about me liking LeBron, Scottie Pippen James, and I'm LeJerry, and I'm on, what do you say? I'm on drugs because I like LeBron, and I must be some kind of, some kind of sickness, LeBronitis, because I like, listen, my grandma used to say this to me all the time. You ever heard the term talking loud but ain't saying nothing? That's him in that video. Okay, he was talking loud and screaming, but he wasn't saying nothing. All right. Now he told me, oh, you know, he owned me. He said in another video, he owned me and I failed. It is. Now look, I'm not going to go hard on this dude for a couple of reasons. One, he's my friend and I like him. All right. And you know, I don't really have no problem with him. And another reason is I don't want to do to him what he did to that guy in Chicago. Now, what he did to that guy in Chicago is basically equivalent to what 50 Cent did to Ja Rule. I mean, he pretty much kind of like ended his career, or not ended his career, but made him change his whole style up. That's what you know, the half truth 341.5 did to the number one Kobe hater. That's what he did to him. He changed his whole style up, shut his channel down. He did all kind of stuff. But that's not going to happen over here, just to let you know. But I don't want to do that to him because he is one of my favorite YouTubers, and I don't want him to stop calling LeBron, you know, Scottie Pippen James, and I don't want him to stop hating on LeBron because he's funny, you know. So I'm going to take it easy on you, man. I'm still going to own you, of course, but I'm going to take it easy on you. So let's get into what some of the things he said to me. Now, first of all, for those of you that don't know, he's a Pistons fan, okay? This guy is a Detroit Pistons fan, all right? And you probably don't know this because he really don't talk about them a lot, and because, you know, they're the Detroit Pistons. They're sorry. And in his last video, he referenced the fact that I said something about Michael Jackson. I basically said Michael Jackson, you know, LeBron was like the Michael Jackson of the NBA and stuff like that, or whatever he said. Now, first of all, if you listen right, I didn't say that in my video. I said Isaiah Thomas said that. Okay. Now, for those of you that don't know, the reason why the half truth 341.5 is a Pistons fan is because of Isaiah Thomas. Now, folks, Isaiah Thomas is his favorite player, his all-time favorite player. Something like me. You know, I like Michael Jordan. The reason why I used to like the Bulls because of Jordan. Same thing with him, Isaiah, and the Pistons. So you need to, the half-truth, 341.5, you need to talk to Isaiah Thomas about that. He's the one that said, made a comparison about Michael Jackson and LeBron James. So, hey, but I guess he don't know what he's talking about neither. So that's your favorite player. So you need to take that up with him. Anyways, the thing about Michael Jackson, since we're on that, you know, you talked about Michael Jackson, what I said. Now, let's stick to the Jackson family. Now, you remember that song by Janet Jackson, What Have You Done For Me Lately? You know, it says, what have you done for me lately? That's what I need to be singing, or you need to be singing, or y'all need to be singing, or Pat Riley needs to be singing to Dwayne Wade. Okay? Now, look, I'm not going to diss Dwayne Wade like he disses LeBron, because I like Dwayne Wade. Okay? But this angle, remember I said this in my perspective video. You got to know where people's coming from. And I'm going to tell you where this dude is coming from. And I'm talking about the half-truth 341.5. This is where he's coming from. Dwayne Wade is one of his favorite players. He's not his favorite player. Rip Hamilton is his favorite player. But Dwayne Wade is up there. But his least favorite player is LeBron. So that's why he goes off on LeBron and you know, bigs up Dwayne Wade. Listen, Dwayne Wade got drafted by the Heat. He did some incredible things in the playoffs, and they won the championship in 2006. And he carried the team on his back. And to this day, in my opinion, he did not get his due credit for that. You know, Dwayne Wade didn't. But at the end of the day, the truth, or the half-truth, 341.5, that was 7 years ago, homie. Okay, so you need to get over that. Now I'm not taking nothing away from him. That was a great accomplishment, but that was almost 7 years ago when he did that. He is not that player no more, man. I'm sorry. He's on the downfall. He's on the the decline of his career. All right. Now, what has he done for me lately? You say that Dwayne Wade is a leader of the Heat. How? And I'm not even talking about stats. Stats are for losers, like you said, and I agree with that, except for one stat. All right. And that is championships. Now, I'll give you this. Wade's got 2, LeBron's got 1. I can't argue with that. That's, every time they win a championship, Wade's going to get 1 more. And I completely agree with that. But what I don't agree with is you saying Wade is better than LeBron James. Listen, man, I don't know if this guy is stuck in some kind of time machine or time zone or something like that, but this ain't 2009 or 2010, man. And even in 2009, 2010, before he went to the Heat, LeBron was better than Wade then. Just because Wade won a championship in 2006 doesn't mean he was better than LeBron. You and I both know that. You just don't like LeBron, and we know that. Now, you say LeBron is not a winner and he's not a leader. Now, this is what you said in the last video. He's not a winner and he's not a leader. Now, what is a winner? To me, that's winning the championship. So that right there, you shouldn't even be saying that no more, because the man is a winner. He's not a leader. Now, leader is objective. I don't have no facts to say he's a leader or not, but I got eyes, and so do you. And you cannot tell me that Dwayne Wade led the Heat to the NBA championship. And I'm not talking about stats. I'm talking about the eye test of watching the game. I don't know what game you was watching. Now, the 2011 NBA Finals, you had something going. He was a choker. He was not a leader. He wasn't all this. I'll give you that in the finals. I said it. I was right there with you. But in 2012 and going further, that man is a leader of the Heat. And if you don't believe me, ask Pat Riley. You ask Pat Riley right now, and he loves Dwayne Wade. He loves Dwayne Wade. But if you ask Pat Riley right now, hey, man, we need to make a trade for LeBron James. You think he's going to make a trade? No. LeBron James is the only player in the NBA, in my opinion, that is untradeable. You think if the Heat got a deal for Dwight Howard or Kevin Durant or something like that for Dwayne Wade, they wouldn't take it? Man, they would take that in a heartbeat. And you know it. And the reason why is Dwayne Wade is not as good as LeBron. And he's on his downfall, the down incline or the decline. And he's older than LeBron. So for you to say that he's better than LeBron and he's the leader of the Heat, I don't know what kind of time warp you watching, but hey, he ain't never been better than LeBron. Even since he was drafted. Now, he won a championship before him. But remember, championships are a team accomplishment. So I don't want to hear that. Now, you said my last video was a fail. How? What did I fail at? You didn't make no points of how I failed. I guess because I said LeBron is a great player or something, and of course you don't like that. So now you call me a LeBron lover. Now let's get into LeBron lover. Now I am a LeBron James fan, and I talk about him a lot. So if that's your definition of a LeBron lover, then hey, so be it. But if I'm a LeBron lover, then you got to be a LeBron hater. Just like I said, you said you're not, but you talk about LeBron more than I do. Except on a different angle. You don't like him and I do. So if I'm a LeBron lover, you're a LeBron hater. Now, let's talk about LeBron and Wade. Now, the only reason I'm saying, comparing LeBron and Wade, because you call LeBron Scottie Pippen James. That's what you call him. And the reason you call him that, because I guess you're referring to Dwayne Wade as Michael Jordan, I guess. Listen, man, Dwayne Wade is a great player, but he's nowhere near Jordan, and you know that. He's nowhere near Jordan, and LeBron is way better than Pippen. So that right there is a fail, And I'm not talking about stats. I'm talking about what they do on the basketball court. All right? Wade is a great player, but he's not dependable. He's not there every game. He misses a whole bunch of regular season games, and he's failed in the playoffs, and he did it last year. He messed up in the playoffs. He messed up against Indiana. He had a good game against Indiana, the closeout game. But after that, what did he do? He to me, hey, you could get mad all you want, but he was riding coattails. And he was riding LeBron's coattails. I don't give a damn about 2006 right now. I'll give him credit for that. He won the championship, but that was 7 years ago. And they still going to win, and Wade's going to ride LeBron James' coattail all the way to the finals again. And he's smart. I'll give him that. He's one of the smartest players in the league because he's riding, the big dog's coattails, and that's LeBron James. LeBron James is not a leader. He's not a What do you say? He's not a leader, which is not true. He led them to the NBA Finals. You know, he won the Finals MVP, which to me, you know, I know what you're gonna say. Oh, they that's voting and all that. And I agree with that. That's an opinion, but you know he was the Finals MVP because if you had a vote, you'd give it to him too. You know, everybody gave it to him. You can't say Wade was the Finals MVP because he wasn't. Then you say he's not a winner. Well, he's a champ, so that's a fail. Then you say he's a choker. Well, hey, I'll give you this. He was a choker. But I want you to do me a favor. When you make your next video, when you try to respond, which you can't, but let's just say you try to respond, look at the calendar. All right? Look at the calendar. It's not 2009, 2010, 2011. This is 2013. All right? And he's not a choker. He done hit plenty of big time shots. He did it in the finals, and now he's going to do it again in this playoff. So I know you're going to be mad about it, but hey, I don't know what you run out of time. You run out of angles, man, because LeBron is the best player in the league. You know, you call him a sidekick and all this stuff. We all know that that's not true, you know. So also, you know, LeBron James, man, I hate to tell you this, man, but he ain't going nowhere. You know, just like I'm not going nowhere. So, you know, I want to hear your response. And you my boy, man. You know, you my boy, the half truth, 3, 4, 1, 1.5. You my boy. You know, but you got to come correct with me. You know, I ain't that dude from Chicago. So let me know your response. And guys, let me know your response to this video. And listen, I know there's going to be some people that's going to be butthurt and mad about me doing this. But hey, you know, somebody called me out and I gotta respond. You know, especially somebody that's not on my level as far as debating. You know, especially with LeBron James. You know, he say, you know, this is what the half truth 3, 4, 1.5 says. He says, you know, because we're friends and stuff like that. And he's still going to own me. And what he say? He's the champ. When he said that, and he started laughing at me when I said what I said. I started laughing when I heard him say he was the champ. You know what that reminded me of when he said he was the champ? That would remind me of back in, I think it was 2009 or 8, when LeBron lost to the Orlando Magic. And remember when he lost and he didn't shake nobody's hand? They said, "Hey man, why didn't you shake nobody's hand?" He said, "Oh, I don't shake hand because I'm a winner and I don't do that." Well, at the time he didn't win nothing. So if I was one reporter, I would say, "Well, hey, what did you win? You're not no winner." It's the same thing with you. You a champ. Who gave you the champ? Just because you run around here talking about LeBron James and Scottie Pippen James, you the champ? Listen, until you show me proof that LeBron James is Scottie Pippen and he's not a winner and he's not a leader, hey, you're going to be the half truth 3, 4, 1.5. And I'm going to keep calling you that as long as you call him Scottie Pippen James. Let me know what y'all think about the video. I'm sorry for the people that don't want to hear this, but hey, it had to be said. Let me know. It's all love, though. Peace.